Hello again, everyone. I am here today with an unboxing from a new place that I've never ordered from before. It is called Case for Making, and they are located in San Francisco, but they do mail orders. And this is all watercolor supplies. So I'm going to go ahead and take this package here out of the box, put that box aside, and open this up here. So I'm always on the lookout for new handmade watercolors and other fun watercolor supplies. It's like a little nested egg here. We have several layers. This nice paper too. I'll probably save this tissue paper. Okay, so there we go. And then we have these little individual packages. So this is some handmade watercolors. And I can't remember which colors I got, but I assume we'll be able to look through that. I'm also going to swatch these today so that you can see what they look like. Let me open this. Thank you, happy painting, and take care. And then, so this has a brush, which I'll use today. So this is one that is labeled with their own label on it. And it's a size 8. They had a few different sizes. I went with size 8 because I only wanted to get one, and 8 is kind of a good size for getting if you're just going to have one brush. So it's obviously a round brush. I can't remember. I think it's synthetic, but I'm not sure. I'll put a link to all these products down below so that you can see. So I'm going to put that there. I'll rinse it off in the water I have here over to the side shortly. And then this is actually the thing that I was most excited about, which is a little watercolor box. So this looks like it is made with something similar to a oh god, what are those little travel boxes called? I'm blanking right now, but there is a brand of watercolor box. Oh, the whiskey painters. Yes, that's what I was thinking. It's like a whiskey painter's box in size. It has 3 rows here, which is nice. So I can put 3 rows of color in here. And I will, it came with these little rails that will go in between there and hold the watercolor pans in place. I think they both go on this side because those sides are a little bigger. But I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put the watercolors that I got in there and test it out of there. Let me make sure there's nothing in any of this that you can't see. Okay. Oh, this is nice. This is a little letterpressed card here. So it says, Case for Making is a creative supply store in San Francisco. Our love for high quality materials and the creative process led us to produce our own line of handmade watercolors and watercolor paper goods. We also teach select workshops so we can share our knowledge with the community. Yeah, I did see that they had some online classes. So again, I'll put a link to their website and these individual products so you can check them out if you want to. It says our watercolors are made from the highest quality pigments available in our mold by hand in our shop using natural watercolor medium made from gum arabic, which is acacia tree sap, honey, and a touch of glycerin. The result is a highly pigmented, rich watercolor that dries with a lovely matte finish. We make over 60 colors and each pigment has its own unique characteristics. We hope you enjoy experimenting with them. Happy painting. And then it has their contact information and where they're located. It's like they're out by the beach. Okay, so let's open this up. This is the last thing in this order. And this was actually what led me to their website. I saw someone using, sorry, let me get that out of the way. Get these out of the way too. I saw someone using these and I thought that this was a really clever idea. So this is a little pad of watercolor paper, but when you open it up, it has little letterpressed grids in here. So you can use this for swatches, obviously, or what I had seen some people do, which I think that I'll probably do with them, is doing little studies in each of the little squares. So you can go through and do like color block studies of different types to kind of figure out what your composition is for a particular thing. They're very small. This is the smaller size, and I think the individual squares are 1 by 1, I want to say. But there's also a larger size. I can't remember what the larger size is, but the 6 by 6 total for the size of the paper is the smaller one. And they are the same price, but this one has more sheets. I kind of wanted the smaller one because I thought that would be more useful to me. On the larger size paper, I think the grids are also a little larger, so you can get bigger squares within it, but I don't know if you can see that too well. I'm not going to swatch on this paper today just because I don't want to use these up for that. So I will put that to the side, and then I have my Pentalic notebook here, which is watercolor paper, and I'll swatch it on that. So like I said, I'm gonna get these little guys out here. They've packaged everything so well. Okay, let's just put those little jewels there on the table, and it looks like they're all taped here. I'll probably, I know some people like to go through the whole process on video of opening up little little palettes or little pans of watercolor and all of that, but sometimes it takes a really long time. I'm wondering if I could just cut those with my scissors. These aren't the best scissors for this sort of thing. I need to put a little knife at my desk, I think. Okay. So that got that one out. They are labeled on the pan. Okay, I was going to say they weren't. So this is a Pacific Blue CFM. I can't remember what that stands for, but we'll see. It doesn't have any pigment information on either the wrapper or the pan. So I may have to go back to the website and see if I can find some information. So I'm going to do the same on these. That seemed to be the easier way to get these out. Try not to cut my hand off in the process. Let's see. But it seemed like those were going to be kind of hard to get out of the thing by just pulling it off. Okay, and so then this is Cyprus. I guess CFM is just their watercolor name, case for making. So that's what CFM stands for. So this is Cyprus, this is Pacific. I'm going to put those next to each other there. And I have 3 more. Let's see if I can get through this whole batch without hurting myself here. The tape seems to cut pretty easily with the scissors without a lot of pressure. Okay, and this is pink Pipestone. And with this, I just kind of looked through the colors they had available and picked some that I liked. And I figured 5 was a good number to kind of try these out. And then this one is Azurite. Okay, I may rearrange those colors up at the top here to be in a little bit better color order. Yeah, those scissors just cut through that tape pretty easily. Which is funny because it's really hard to get the tape off if you're just trying to peel it off. So this one is, let's see if I can read that, Turquoise Lake. Okay, so let's see. So we have, I'm going to put the Cyprus, which is a green. I'm going to put the turquoise next. Then I am going to put the Pacific, and then the Azurite, and then the pink Pipestone, and we'll see. So now I'm going to wet this brush in my water, which I have off here to the side, so that I can get the manufacturing material off of it. Usually that's some gum arabic that they've put on the brush to keep it in its shape when the brushes are new. I generally like to swish the water through the brush. I'm not showing it to you because I kind of have I usually have dirty water at my desk because I'm usually using it pretty often, and then I always forget to put clean water in before I film, so let's see. Okay, I think I've gotten most of it out. I'm gonna do one more little swish here. Okay, and the brush does seem fairly firm, which is good. I mean, I prefer a firmer brush. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go with the Cyprus first. So it looks like these are pretty easy to re-wet. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's really beautiful. That's really, really nice. So that is the Cyprus color. And that was super easy to re-wet. Let's see if the rest of them are that way. This one is Turquoise Lake. This one does seem a little firmer in the pan, but let's see. Oh, that's beautiful too. These are really, really nice. Gonna see if I can add just a little color at the beginning. Sometimes handmade colors can be a little streaky just because if they're a little bit more granulating, sometimes the color won't even out on its own. But we'll see when this dries here. So this is Pacific. This one also seems to re-wet pretty easy. Oh, that's lovely too. Beautiful. These are all really beautiful so far. Oh, looks like I got some little crumbs of pigment there. Okay, the next one is Azurite. Yeah, the only one that seemed to be slightly difficult to re-wet was that Turquoise Lake. This is also really lovely. Beautiful. They sell sets as well. They sell sets in these little tins. I'm going to put them in this box here in a minute. Okay, and well, actually I won't put it in the box yet. Let me think about that. Let me think about how I want to do that. So this is pink Pipestone. This one seems a little paler and harder to re-wet. So we have 3 really easy to re-wet colors, and then we have 2 that are a little bit more difficult, probably because they have more natural pigments in them. But these colors are just gorgeous. I really, really like that. And the brush is nice too. I'm pretty sure it's synthetic because it doesn't seem to hold a whole lot of water like I would expect from a natural hair brush, but it's really nice. And it definitely is holding its point. Okay, so there's the colors. And let me see. Okay, I will put them in this box just so that you can see how these little rails work here. Put that down. I probably should have done that before I wet them. So I'm going to put some down here. You can see there's some space, and that's where the rail goes. So I'll put 2 up there and then 3 down here. Actually, I'll do that opposite there. And you could also put some in the middle. Actually, let me put 1 in the middle so you can see what it looks like with 1 in each area. So that's the exact size of the pan. And these extra areas here are for putting the rail. So there you go. You'd put it just like that, and then those aren't going to go anywhere once you have a full palette. And I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It holds 12 pans. And this is just such a cute little palette and a really nice color. I didn't end up getting a full set because the full sets were pretty expensive. And I kind of wanted to cater to my color preferences with the colors that I got. But these are lovely. The other thing was I didn't know if I would like the watercolors and didn't know if I wanted a full set of them. But based on this, they're just beautiful. I especially like these colors here. I'd say that this one, which is the Pacific, is probably my favorite. It's just a really beautiful color. And I'll have to go back and look on the website to see if they had pigment information. So, but some of them I think might be made out of natural materials like the pink pipestone, for example. All right, so that's it for today. Just that. That's a pretty good amount of stuff there. And of course the watercolor grid paper, which is a really clever idea, I think. I may end up doing some little studies on the channel later just to try out this paper. All right, so what I will do is I will put a link to the website, which will have all of these products and some information about their classes that they have that are offered online, and you can check them out yourself. All right, hope you enjoyed. Feel free to subscribe so you can keep track of future videos on my channel, and I hope to see you there. Till then, have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.